got a great show planned for you tonight. First, we'd like to go over a few of our house rules. This is really important. Please don't shout to the stage. Please keep your table talk to a minimum overall. And lastly, phones, photos, and videos are not allowed during the show. Again, phones, photos, and video recording of any kind are not allowed during the show. And keep your table talk to a minimum. Thank y'all. Desert Winds, are you ready for some comedy? Keep that energy going. Put your hands up.
What's up, guys? Make some noise real quick. Welcome to the New Faces Comedy Showcase. This is where you see comedy talent from Arizona, I guess from the Valley, all levels. You got some people doing it for the first time, you got people that have been doing it for a long time just trying to work jokes out, there's staff of other clubs here scouting fuckers. There's all types of people here. My name is Zayd, I will be your MC for the evening. Anybody here, who's here watching somebody they love? You're gonna look at them different after tonight. Honestly, you wanna see some fucked up shit? Who here is funnier than the person that's about to get on stage? Just fuck up all the friendships real quick before the show. Well, cool, man. Welcome. I like New Faces because when we do it in the big clubs, Stand Up Live, Desert Ridge Improv, and Tempe Improv, it's usually locals. Is everybody from here? Right? Mostly, yeah, okay. Fuck, what is Xanax? What the fuck? Wake up. I love being home. I'm from here. I grew up here, and I spent some time in LA. Like all comics, you gotta spend time in LA, and it's just good to be home, man. I love us. I love this time of year is weird because it's like hot and cold. You know, people don't know how to act. It's you know what I mean? The snowbirds, they come out, they're like, is it hot or is it cold? It's like, well, I don't know, dude. You put walking shoes on your dogs, but forgot the kids in the car. It's like, you better figure it out. I'm talking snowbirds. You know what I mean? Left lane, fucked. November to May, left lane is fucked. No, it's good to be home. LA, Los Angeles LA sucks, dude. It's a cool city and I understand the idea, but it's like it's a failed city. It's a dumpster fire, dude. It's fucked up. And they're still like so into themselves. They still think they're the shit. Top to bottom. Bro, I saw a bum sweep trash away from his trash. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I knew I was gonna be out there for a while, so I did what anybody in my age would do. I downloaded all the dating apps, and I was just like, well, I'll fish and not catch. I'll see the fuck out of this. I met this girl, Haley, Hayleigh, some fucking bitch. All those letters, you know, for what? She spells her name how like a British man would pronounce the normal name. It looks like Hayleigh. Born and raised in LA. I was like, all right, let's see what this bad bitch is talking about. She's like, take me somewhere nice. I was like, all right, we went to an Italian restaurant. I ordered a pizza. In front of the waitress, she corrected me and told me it was a flatbread. I was like, bro, fuck LA. Flatbread. I'm from Phoenix. A flatbread, it's a quesadilla. That ain't even folded, bitch. All looks, too. She was dumb. We were talking about traveling. She referred to the oceans as the Atlantic and the Pacific. I was like, get the fuck out of here. All right. They do have strong weed, though. They do have strong weed. It's like I feel like that's where all the city equity is. The marijuana. They got guys in lab coats growing marijuana in California. It's like, bro, I've grown weed out of an igloo cooler. Why is this guy? And that shit, dude, edibles, their edible cultures, bro. I ate one gum, bro. I was so high. I was watching Narcos with the subtitles on. I thought I understood Spanish. But halfway through the episode, I was like, I can do this. I already love cool button-up shirts, and now I speak Spanish. But that's literally all you need to be cartel. That's it. I'm 31 years old. You can get too high in your 30s, man. 18, 19, 20 years old. The developing brain ate cannabis, ate that shit. 31 years old, you get fucked up. Start seeing sounds. You don't know what to do. You're like, you know what I mean? You end up on a stranger's futon with questions and don't have answers. Because 30 minutes before you got high, you were fiending for some weed. You should just drink some water and held your breath, but you just wanted to smoke. Now you're looking at this guy you just met. You're like, hey, I'm faded. Why is there no one named Doug? Right? Why can't we FaceTime 911? What's the difference between iced coffee and cold brew? You know what I mean? And weed is one thing. As a group, can we agree that nicotine is the devil? Right? Trying to quit smoking cigarettes. Has anybody successfully quit smoking cigarettes? What type of nicotine patch family? Cool, alright, congratulations. How'd you do it? Shantex? Yeah. The thing is, I can't deal with the emotions of that. Shantex is like, for people that don't know, it's like you take it and it helps the brain, whatever like the cerebral light switches in the brain that wants nicotine, Shantex gets rid of it. In exchange, you get fucking so angry all the time. So angry all the time. I wish I started smoking in the 80s when it was cool, you know, so I wouldn't have to quit. Because now people get upset you smoke. I smoked after a show. I approached this girl. So fine. I thought she was wifey. I told her, I walked up to her. It kind of went like that, honestly. I walked up to her. I was like, "How are you doing?" And she was like, "You smell." And I was like, it turned me into a child. I was like, "You smell." Quitting's hard because the alternatives, I'll tell you quit at the right time. And Shantex is actually a good option because the other alternatives, the nicotine alternatives are bullshit. I see there's enough young people like the vapes are. That's a vape section right there. Yeah. And for those of you who pretend like you don't vape, I saw Subarus out front. I know you're in here. So, yeah. The new addiction, the alternative, like the synthetic addiction, is you become a fiend. I was at this point. I was like, okay, I'll smoke the vape. It's cool. Like, bro, I was at a point like if I didn't have a vape and no one around me had a vape, I asked a random dude to hit his inhaler. I don't give a fuck. And you're lucky you quit early too, because it's actually it's emasculating. Okay, it's like you're trying to be this fucking big strong man. You're puffing on that thing. It's just shaped like a tampon. It's called Strawberry Breeze. And I remember when they came out too. I remember when the vapes came out. They're being marketed as less addictive than cigarettes. It's like, fuck no. You know, I never done with a cigarette. I never tried to suck on a cigarette when it was plugged in the wall charging. I love smoking though, man. I love smoking. Shut up, bitch. Shut up. Think you're better than me? I smoke because I got shit going on. It's a war between the ears. I got ADD, ADHD. I got the real thing, not the fake shit your kids have. I got adult ADHD. You know what I mean? This shit came out in 93, 95. This is Bush Senior era ADD. We're talking about this is that. Can't do no adult tasks. I'm moving right now. Every time I try to organize my closet, shit turns into a fashion show. 30 minutes in, not a single pair of socks have been matched. I'm standing in my room somehow, I'm wearing snow boots, swim trunks, a graduation gown, and a fucking football helmet. I never even played football. I'm like, whose helmet is this? Standing in my room looking like Budget Thanos. Looking like Cuba Gooding Jr. in Radio. If you didn't laugh, these are good jokes if you watch movies. It's good to see you guys here, man. I'm glad you're out here to support these aspiring comics because stand-up is hard as fuck. I don't know if you guys know that. And the thing is, it's very personal because like in acting, if like, say for example, somebody doesn't like an actor, maybe they didn't like the movie, right? In music, they don't like the musician, maybe they don't like the genre. In stand-up, if somebody doesn't like the comic, dog, they don't like you. So be kind tonight, right? I said be kind tonight, right? Appreciate what you see tonight because everybody back there is dressed to the, well, mostly everybody, is dressed to the nines. And they're here to put on a show, and they're here to try to be funny. Okay, and I've seen a lot of, like, here's the thing, when you do this enough, you see the evolution of the human being, and it is fucked up. Okay, especially for the fellas. For the fellas, I'll tell you, like I said, 31 years old, I realize, fellas, we have a crazy evolution. Like, there is a difference between, we'll say, like, guys and men, young fella, 2 dudes, and dudes. Two drinks, show just started. right? For the ladies, I'll tell you, a guy might open a car door for you. Okay? A man will open a car door for you. See the 2 drinks? The dudes are going to need you to drive. You guys ready to start the show? I said, are you ready to start the show? Your first comic comes to the stage. He's very funny. Give a warm Phoenix welcome. This is my man, Ryan Vanderwolden.
Cousin Rich, how we doing, huh? Great, it's good to be here. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm in a little bit of a weird mood. We found mice in my apartment today. It was a fucking bummer, dude. We found like 5 or 6 mice. I had to trap them, I had to kill them. And that was a bummer, dude. I like animals, I didn't like doing that. Dude, the only time I want to kill something the size of a mouse is if I get a girl pregnant, right? That's about the only time that's acceptable. Shouts out Prop 139, we can now kill mice. We can now kill mice up to like, what is it, 700 weeks? I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. But yeah, girls are having fun now. Hell yeah. That's fun. Obviously, you guys have to move out of my apartment. We gotta find a new place. And there's been a lot of good memories, a lot of little weird memories. Like, we were doing cocaine one time and one of my friends overdosed. Dude, it's crazy. There was fentanyl in our cocaine. Luckily, he did first. But, yeah, it was crazy. He overdosed. But, I don't know, man. With fentanyl, it feels like it's dangerous now. It's too dangerous to do cocaine. Feels like doing cocaine now is a bit like being gay in the 90s. Just you alone with some guy in a bathroom and you're like, I hope this one doesn't make me sick. Yeah, just like being gay in the 90s, there's no testing. Nobody tests for cocaine. Someone can come up to you and be like, hey man, I did cocaine last night. And you'll be like, oh, were you like safe? Did you get it tested? And they were like, no, the guy I got it from seemed like a cool guy. Did we learn nothing from P. Diddy about cool guys and giving people drugs? Test your cocaine, people. That's what I'm saying tonight. Or you'll end up like my friend and have a funny face on the floor. It's really kind of your choice. But I am a stand-up comedian. We spend a lot of our time on the internet. I don't know if you guys saw this. The Gilbert brother and sister were recently arrested for incest. The original Gilbert Goons. Yeah, I think that's what they were looking for. But yeah, I saw this whole news article. They had like the police interview and everything like that. And like they were interviewing the sister. And they were like, you know, this is actually pretty embarrassing. Like, was this worth it? And she said no, because, I shit you not, she was like, because he came too quick. Interesting answer. And it got me thinking, like, when you're committing that act, when you're committing incest, how do they count the pumps? It's got to be in Mississippi's, right? I can't judge. I'm more of a 7 Mississippi guy myself, but tomato, tomato. I'm sure you guys are on Instagram too. I'm on Instagram all the fucking time. I'm taking a shit. I'm in bed. I'm on Instagram a lot. My favorite meme on Instagram that I saw recently is like, whenever like someone's like tough or like trying to show how tough they are, they'll use the caption like, I've got that dog in me. Which, I've got that dog in me. We know means, no thanks, I already ate in Chinese. All right, we're gonna stop Asian hate, but we're not gonna stop Asian hate. That's fun. Anybody in an interracial relationship here? All right, good. Trump's America, baby! No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking around. I'm a big fan myself. I'm a big fan of interracial relationships. I've learned a couple things. I learned that you can be kind of racist towards each other. It's like a fine line that you're fucking with, but it is fun to fuck with that. You know what I mean? Like, I'll give you an example. I was dating this Hispanic girl. We were at her place watching Telemundo, of course. And a Mr. Clean commercial came on. And I felt like giving her shit, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend shit, so I pointed at Mr. Clean on the TV and I was like, hey, must be nice to see a white guy clean a bathroom for once. And she didn't miss a beat. She was like, actually, it's just nice to see a white guy with muscles. So I called ice on her. Don't dare disrespect me in your own house. That's how I actually talk. This is my stage voice. Yeah, it's interesting dating as me though. It's a little bit challenging, I think, because I have a disease. I have diabetes, not the gross kind, obviously, but I do have diabetes. I'm more of the undercover brother for diabetes, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. I get a little self-conscious about it, even though I'm talking about it on stage. I get a little skittish about it. So I don't like to tell women up front that I have diabetes. I like to wait until after we've had sex. And they are always cool about it, but they do have a lot of questions for me. They're like, I kind of get what diabetes is. What is it? You fucking take insulin or whatever? Like, what is diabetes really? And I say, well, whatever it is, you have it now. So I hope you figure that out. Yeah, that's fun. I'm going to talk about the election a little bit. There's a lot of people, I'm sure, feeling one way or the other. You're sad, you're happy, you can get an abortion in Arizona again. But I was talking to my sister yesterday, and she was like, it would have been at least interesting to have our first female president. And I kind of agreed with her. I mean, if she was our first female president, she will have been the second president I've ever masturbated to. That's true, that's true. You guys want to know who the first is? Jimmy Carter. And I mean Jimmy Carter now. With the wheelchair and the eyes that look like peeled grapes. I know that's crap. I know that sounds crass, but guys, listen to me. They say you die twice. Once when you die, and the second time when everyone stops masturbating to you. Jimmy ain't never gonna die on my watch. Yeah, that's fun. Alright guys, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have been a really great crowd. Give it up for your hosts.
One more time to Ryan Vanderwalde. Hey, give it up for the Desert Ridge Improv, the bar and wait staff taking care of everybody in the room. We're gonna do it without you guys. We love you guys. Are you ready for more stand-up? I said, are you ready for more stand-up? Keep that energy going. This is the next comic. This is Jeff Vincent. Desert Ridge, how we doing tonight? That's a good crowd in here. Look, okay, so I originally came up with a plan of what we're gonna talk about tonight. But are y'all cool? Are y'all cool if I tell you what's in this book? That was half-assed. I didn't like that. Okay. All right. I've been trying, so I was told that my sets were a little too controversial, so I've been trying to reel it in, okay? Bring it back a little bit. Who did y'all vote for? No? I know that, obviously, I saw the results. Y'all can't sit here and fucking lie to me. I saw the results. A lot of people, man, is there any women in here who were anti-Kamala? Any women? Oh, all the women love Kamala in here. Okay, all right. Well, I heard y'all the last one. Y'all big abortion crowd. Okay, that's what's happening. Yeah, all right, y'all. Yeah, you know what, man? I understand how people would be upset with this current administration. And there was a lot of heat that Kamala took, okay? But I think some of it wasn't so fucking reasonable, all right? One of the things they complained about Kamala, they said Kamala slept her way to the top. Okay, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Am I the only person impressed by that, or? They only let 2 women run for president. You know how good at sucking a dick you gotta be to run for president? Okay? I've never got my dick sucked so good, I was like, oh, I gotta make this bitch in charge. That has never happened, alright? That's saying something, okay? Most of you bitches sucking dick for 2 soft tacos. Alright, so that's... Maybe we reel in the hate on that one. I don't know, man. That's just me. I know that
you know, some people were upset with the Trump administration, especially Puerto Ricans, man. People were asking me, oh, Jeff, how do you feel about what Trump, what was said at his rally? I don't know why, I'm not fucking Puerto Rican, okay? I know the earrings and the wax eyebrows don't really help my case, but I come off a little gay sometimes, but not Puerto Rican, all right? I'm just black and Mexican, man. That's it. Confuses people sometimes. They're like, oh, black and Mexican, so you're like Dominican. No, motherfucker, I'm like black and Mexican, okay? That shit is simple, all right? My dad got bad credit. My mom family parking the lawn when they come over, okay? We don't need to make it more than it is. No need. A lot of times, though, people don't believe that I'm Mexican because I don't speak Spanish, and like I get it, but no, I'm legit, okay? Like I like the Raiders. I got an aunt and an uncle who are younger than me. Like I'm official, dog. All right, I'm official. I think I get more worried though that sometimes people don't think I'm black enough. You know what I'm saying? It happened. Fuck, they tried to do it to Kamala. They said she wasn't black. All right. But every now and then somebody would come around and remind your ass. You know what I'm saying? I had taken this girl out. All right, we went to some drinks. We're on the way to the bar, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm just trying to make casual conversation on the way there. I said, so what are you going to drink tonight? She's like, oh, I think I'm going to do a gin and tonic. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool if you're like a fucking 6-year-old widow or something. Like, that's what's up. And she was like, what about you? What are you going to have, Hennessy? I said, did you just call me a nigger? In my own car, bro? Yeah, okay, thanks. But it was nice. You know what? I was always worried, okay, that I wasn't black enough. I'm gonna be real with y'all, all right? I'm not that good at being black, okay? I'm gonna admit it. I've never done the basketball. My credit score started with a 7, all right? I'm not great. I stopped at Banana Republic on the way here for 2 new sweaters, all right? I'm not the best at that shit, okay? I grew up in this little town. Any of y'all heard of Bakersfield? Anybody been to Bakersfield? Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that, man. So I'm from Bakersfield, and if you've never been to Bakersfield, okay, it's a pretty even split. Half of the city is rednecks, the other half is gang members. So you got like 2 life options, okay? You could be a cowboy or you could be a Crip, okay? I fall somewhere in the middle. I'm a lot like when Nelly and Tim McGraw did that song together, okay? Right down the middle. In Bakersfield, man, it's a cool place because, you know, my family's been there since, like, I kid you not, the late, like, 1800s. My family been over there well over 120 years in the city. And it has its perks, man. I can pretty much do whatever I want. If I ever got in trouble, you know, with the law and shit like that, they would just take me back to my parents' house. They know my folks. The problem is, though, is that a lot of motherfuckers, especially dudes, let it be like, oh, Jeff, ain't you Carla's son? I'd be like, yeah. They're like, oh my gosh, I know your mom since forever. In a big city, that would be cool. Oh, you know my people? I know your people. That's what's happening. In a small town, what that really means is, hey, Jeff, I used to fuck your mom. It's not that enjoyable. Not that enjoyable. That being said, man, look, they about to kick me off this stage. Y'all been great tonight. Desert Ridge Improv. Thank you, man. I'm Jeff Vincent.
Jeff Vincent, everybody. You guys having fun? Like I said, on the New Faces Showcase, there's comedians from all experience levels. This next guy, he's a vet in the scene, one of the first people that I ever met. And he is America's favorite old man. Y'all give a warm welcome. This is Arizona Lou. Woo! He's a little bit older. Arizona Lou!
I might be getting old. I think they can count, or maybe I can't, or who knows what. I want to thank you for letting an old guy out here. You ask how old? How old? You didn't say anything. I'm 82. I won't be old until Thanksgiving Day, then I'll be 83. And, I do silly stuff at my age, like trying to still stay alive for the next 5 minutes. And, when I was born, after I was born, they had lots of fireworks. I felt special. Well, let me explain. You've heard the expression, the world is your oyster. Well, my world was Pearl Harbor. and yeah, that wasn't really what I had wanted to celebrate. We thought we were in peace negotiations. We thought we were in peace negotiations, and all of a sudden, what a surprise! Sort of like the peace negotiations before my divorce. What a surprise! And it's no surprise that I've got T-shirts. Oh, I've got your size. They're over here on the way out. All profits go to Alzheimer's research. If I remember. Some of my comedian friends said, we want you on a T-shirt. So I ran a $100 contest and came up with this design. I've got both designs over there. Like I said, they're for $10. You get 10 colors. This is the only color I have, but you get 10 colors if you go online and get them. And talking about Alzheimer's, experts have come up with 10 early signs of Alzheimer's, and this is no joke. Number 1 on the list is you forget stuff. Like when you come on stage. I think that should be the whole list. They're in my info pocket out there, so pick one up on your way out and appreciate that. That's not all I forget. I tend to forget other stuff. I forgot what my next thing was going to be. They're getting better and doing more research with Alzheimer's, and sometimes they find new discoveries, and they found a new discovery. Well, originally they had solidify for heart problems, increased blood circulation and blood flow. Well, they found out that it had another benefit or its side effect. Well, it was embarrassing to men. And it became the new beloved little blue pill. I'll explain to this table after the show. I need Viagra. And it changed mankind forever. Well, at least the man half of it. But they have found that it also may help prevent Alzheimer's. Now, I just can't wait. I get Alzheimer's, that'd be cool. I saved boxes. Let's hear about pause if you saved boxes. Well, you better read your instructions. Anytime you buy something, it says save the box. So at home I've got boxes for printer, scanner, office chair, mother-in-law. I'm getting boxes so stacked so high, I may have to move out into a box, which is going to be difficult with a mother-in-law. Well, that's really not accurate. We already gave her her own pine box. Now, I don't know how I'm going to leave this world, but when I do, I'm going to be going as fast as I can. Having fun. Hey, you'd walk this way too if you lost your balls. I want my obituary to read something like Arizona Lou died in an avalanche of boxes. I've got something in my hand. I can't find it. Hey, thanks all you people are great. I'm still alive and I'm here for it.
Someone take his Alzheimer's first, please. Yeah, give it up, Harris. A little bit. That's on Louis, an inspiration and a fucking in a cautionary tale, dude. You guys having fun? We got a super treat for you. This next comic, she tours all over the country. She's literally one of my favorite comics I've ever seen. You're in for a treat. Phoenix, give it up for the very, very funny, my friend Ashley Rose.
Give it up for your host, Zaid, everybody. I love that guy. How you guys doing? Woo! Whoa! Lots of enthusiasm right now. It's a lot. What day is it? Well, for a Wednesday. Good for you. What is it? What's the medicine that gets you like that? Yeah, the Coke? Alright. It's a little out of my budget, but I like it. Good for you. You guys dog people? You guys have dogs? Oh, I'm a dog person. I have 2 dogs. I have 2 French bulldogs. Any other Frenchie owners? No. Yeah, smart move, actually. Good for you. I'm the only one making bad decisions. They're super high maintenance. We were at the vet this week. We go every month for allergy shots, and between that, there's always a disaster. And I don't know what they have. These dogs have more butthole problems than a boy band at a Diddy party. I'll tell you what. It's out of control. I know I'm probably giving like a lesbian vibe right now. I'm not. They say dress for the job you want. I don't know, I'm trying. I can't get into it. I've been eating oysters all year. Just really... I'm not. I like men, which is awful. I pray all the time. Let me wake up a lesbian, please. Can't get into it. I go to therapy a lot. Any other therapy lovers? Mental health. I've been going to therapy since I was 7 years old. Yeah, that's usually the reaction when I say that. It's because I'm a Jew. We gotta go. We have to. Part of the membership. Any other Jews tonight? Yeah. Cool, all 3 of us are here. That was great. All 3 Jews in Phoenix made it out. I guess all the other Jews chose a different desert, maybe. That's what happened. I don't know. If you didn't understand that, you're gonna have a lot of trouble in the rapture. I'm just saying. My therapist told me I should probably find like a wellness app, you know, for when I'm not with her and I need to like chill out and get a little wound up. And I was like, yeah, no, that's your job, but okay, whatever. I'll get a wellness app. I'll play along. So I got this one called Amazon. You guys know that app? Love it. I love it. The wellness piece of Amazon is not from the shopping. Like, yeah, I shop on there, whatever. But if you want to feel good about yourself, you read the reviews. Yes, the people are here. What are your favorite reviews to read? Negative reviews? Yeah, absolutely, duh. 1 star, those are the best, but like what products are you looking at that have great reviews? Okay, cool, thanks guys. Since you're not gonna help me, I'll help you. The best 1-star reviews I've ever read in my entire life is on a line of products called Camel Toe Concealers. You want to feel good about you? Read a 1-star review about someone's camel toe problems. Oh my God, your day will instantly be so much better. It's incredible. What you need to know is every single camel toe concealer, because there's a lot of brands, by the way. Lots of brands of camel toe concealers out there. They all look like a piece of chicken. All of them look like a chicken cutlet. I'm so serious. I just, go with me on this journey for a moment. Imagine a camel toe so aggressive that an entire piece of chicken cannot hold it back. It's just coming. No, it's just eating that chicken up. My God, that warms my heart like you can't believe. Anytime I have a bad day, 1-star reviews, camel toe concealers, starting to come. Incredible. It's incredible that these people bought this product for a problem they've had a real long time. They thought they found the solution. They try it, and it doesn't work. And then they write a 1-star review for the entire internet to read about their big, aggressive vagina. That will make your day every day, I promise you. So there's lots of different brands. My favorite one is called the Cucini. It has the best reviews. Isn't that a fun name? A Cucini. It sounds very Italian, like you get it at the Olive Garden or something. I'm gonna have the Cucini. Oh, excellent choice. Do you want some cheese on your Cucini? Yeah. I love that. Anyhow, I brought a couple of my favorite reviews to read to you, real quick, before I get out of here. And I want you to see, you've had enough cocaine, you can see that, yeah? Those are just screenshots. I didn't write it, these are actual screenshots from the Cucini review. These are real people who use their first and last name, by the way. Which is probably my favorite part if you enjoy a little Facebook stalking. This first one is from a lady named Anne, and her review is entitled, Yuck. And it says, this thing is a joke. My camel toe became a croissant. Once you give it a try, you realize bad idea and gross. Thank you, Anne. And you know what? Underneath, it says how many people found it helpful. One other person relates with a flaky, pastry-like vagina. This is why I can't be a lesbian. I try to think about it all the time. A croissant. I mean, it's a weird place down there, but I can't. How is it a croissant? All right. This next one's entitled, like that, a whole bunch of M's. And it says, my camel toe turned this into a flip-flop. Like how though? And then she says it swallowed it whole like a ravenous teenager. Now I live with a couple ravenous teenagers, so I mean, they're not my roommates. I had them. They live there. I know what ravenous teenagers do. That's a flip-flop and ravenous. I think about that way more than I probably should. All right. One more, and then I think I need to get out of here. I see it back there. All right. This one is entitled, Not What I Thought. Not fun? Pulls you in right from the beginning. Just brings the reader right in. All right. It says, my balls fell right out the sides. Very disappointing, he said. Now, that was from Thomas. 6 people found that helpful. And if I'm being honest with you guys, that was a 2-star review. I'm not totally sure why 2 stars. That may be 1 for each ball. I don't really know. All right. I gotta go. Thank you guys so much. You're welcome.
As she goes, everybody. Everybody good? Ready for more comedy? The next guy coming to the stage all the way from California, Phoenix. Give him a warm welcome. This is the man, the one and only, Buddy Richards.
Turn me up. Hey.
What's up? Y'all ready for a rap concert? Because I'm a rapper. No, I'm just a rapper on Christmas. What's going on? Y'all eating good? Did you get some food? Stomach's feeling good, right. Damn, Sugarfoot. Dropping like it's hot. She got a lot of liquor over there. You looking at the receipt? Give it to me, I got it. They take EBT, right? Yeah. Fuck it. Hey, you guys smoke weed? Holla at me at the end of the show. I got a backpack full of weed. I used to sell drugs, but I don't sell drugs anymore. Because it's legal, they took it from me. And yeah. I was smoking weed on the way here, and the lift picked me up, and bro said, damn, this shit, you got the blunt with it still? And I said, damn, I do got the blunt with it. So I hit him and put that bitch out. He dropped me off at the bus stop. I just got to this motherfucker. I was almost late. I was like, hey, buddy, where you at? I was like, shit. Still smoking the blunt. I'm at the bus stop. I'm on my way. They got fried chicken there because I ain't one real nigga. Hey, Gazar, fix me some fried chicken and Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Give me a wood with it. I'm gonna get high while I'm eating. Hey, when you smoke weed, shit, you gotta smoke that motherfucker while you having sex. You like, bend over, baby. You know what I'm saying? That shit is good. I ain't gonna lie. I smoked that bitch all the way to the terminal. I'm like, damn, I gotta smoke this. I got a plane. And it's only 45 minutes from here to LA, so it's a 45-minute flight. That bitch turned into 3 days. I was asleep on the plane. I smoked one of them moon rocks. Shit had a nigga high. I was still on the plane for 3 days. Like, damn, God, I woke up back in Arizona. Some bullshit. And the person that sold me that shit, I think she ended it. The weed tender. She's like, yeah, get this. It's like California. Shit had narcolepsy on it. You know what I'm saying? You guys look good right there, man. Don't fold your arms like that. You look like my teacher. What you pouring? A shot of Hennessy? Trying to get lit tonight, Sugarfoot? Shit is crazy, man. I'm having a good time, man. I just got out of bed this morning. I was at the crib playing the game all night. Didn't know if I was gonna get up. So I was cussing the kid out. Turned out he was 7 years old and shit. Motherfuckers they sent me an email. You can't be cussing people out. Fuck them kids and their parents. 2K, we on the headset. It goes down on that motherfucker. You don't know. This is crazy shit. Hey, you think you live in a crazy world? Put them fucking headsets on and play the game. And lose. Oh yeah, they really get your ass fucked, man. They call me old, fat, ugly. They're like, you know you gotta listen to my hearing in your voice. I said, fuck you. Called my son like, hey, you know how to do that computer shit? Man, get these motherfuckers out of here. I can't believe it, man. I keep digging in my pocket because I just got paid and my wallet fat. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here in this world. Hey, Arizona, I love it. They give me all kind of money for nothing, being black. That shit crazy. They're like, what's up? They're like, what's up, Tyrone? I'm like, yeah. They're like, man, fuck, man. I'm glad he looks like a gangster, but he's cool. Right, buddy. Oh, hold on. I got my hair done. Let me show you. That shit cracking. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, it's cracking. You see that? West Side. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? West Side. I'm from the West Side, too. We fly. We stay so fly. Like, I'm from a neighborhood that we like fly crib. I thought it was like niggas in jets and shit, you know, the Crips on the planes. And they're like, no, man, you gotta get dressed up. It took me to a tailor and shit. Shit was crazy. Got shoulder pads automatic, so they just took all the fucking padding out the fucking shit. They're like, man, we got a nice body, man. I ran out that bitch. I thought he was gay. I'm like, fuck this. They took me to a nigga filling on me and shit. A crip. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy being a crip, being a comedian. Have you ever seen a Crip's mother? This shit is crazy. Let me tell you a story about my mom. I started playing basketball like in 94, 95, so I invited my mom, right? I'm like, Mom, come to the game, right? She cool, you know? She came to the game. Already red flag. She came to the game with blue rollers in her hair, right? Fucking cigarette in her ear and shit. I'm like, fuck, man. I was like hoping my mom wouldn't say nothing, but me and my mom born on the same day. So you know what that means. She's saying a lot of shit, right? I'm on the bench, they like, all you hear is, hey, put my motherfucking son in, cuz! I'm like, oh, fuck! I said, fuck, man. I told the coach, I said, hey, my mom's here, at least give me like 1 second. I know the ball's gonna go over the backboard, but fuck it, man. She's gonna beat both of us up. You know what I'm saying? Shit was crazy, man. One time my mom came to the school and told the teacher off. I was like, hell yeah, because I was really in trouble, but she was like, you gotta call me again about this bad motherfucker. I'm gonna come up here and fuck you in. I'm like, fuck, man. I told you don't fucking play with my mom, man. She was a gangster. She worked at convalescent homes. Oh man, that shit was crazy. My cousin, he's scary as fuck. Me, I was like, I'm a project kid, half crack baby. Listen to, I mean, I'm down for whatever, you feel me? So this nigga, I took him with me one day. We went to go get some money because we was going to Vegas. And back then it was like $75. You having a great time in Vegas. So I'm like, hell yeah, fuck that. She's like, yeah, come up to the convalescent. Well, we went to the wrong one. And we couldn't find my mother, right? So I had him with me. The dude came out of his room butt naked with no legs in a wheelchair like, no! That nigga ran out of there and left me. He's from Compton, and I'm from Long Beach. And you know we in trouble, right? Hey, I just want to say I had a good time with y'all. I'm going back to being a Christian. I'm about to take this shit off and do my thing. Hey, have a good night. Thank you.
You get high, you fucking talking on the mic. Everybody good? We're at the halfway point. Everybody feeling funny? Everybody having a good time? Yeah, seeing your loved ones, supporting them. Everybody liking what they see so far? All right, you ready for more comedy? That's how. Are you ready for more comedy? The next comic coming to the stage, give a warm welcome to the very funny. This is Michael Scarborough.
Well, all right. I think it's best if we start with a disclaimer. Warning, the following jokes are dumb, disorganized, and not funny. It's been a rough day. Chili's messed up my wife's lunch order. She wanted me to be the one to call and complain, which I hate, because I cannot complain up to her satisfaction. So she needs to be in the background feeding me lines like some sort of ventriloquist. You tell him. Sorry doesn't bring me freshly made house salsa. If a ventriloquist bought a sex doll and liked to be insulted when he fucks, what do you think he'd make her say? I can see your lips moving. Tonight I almost started with a suicide joke, but that's how my parents asked me to end it all. My dad used to say, there's a reason Vicodin and vodka both start with V. Now he's dead. Nice joke. I'm no scoutmaster, but I go hard. My sister had twins, but one was stillborn. I know what you're thinking. Nothing harder than pushing dead weight. Yeah, sit in that for a second. What you need to understand is babies are a lot like cell phones. You don't tell your wife when you drop hers. Babies are like cell phones, but I rarely scream, "Shut the fuck up!" into my cell phone's innocent eyes. Now, I don't doubt a lady's ability to pilot a plane, but I do doubt that if the flight instructor said something in a weird tone on, she could focus on anything else for the rest of the lesson. If I packed my ass full of drugs, I think I would put something legal in last. The hope, of course, crunchy, and a bag of Oreo minis. I bet flies watch people react to bees and get real confident. I saw an article that said, "You've been using your potato peeler wrong this whole time." So of course I clicked it. Turns out, it was a lie. You use it just the way you think you do. And now I subscribe to the New York Post. I saw a homeless guy standing on a street with a sign that says, "Anything helps." And just beyond it, there was a guy standing on the street with a sign that said, "Smoke shop this way." So I gave him the $1. Last year, in this country, there were over 100,000 overdose deaths. If we don't do something, and I mean soon, this homeless epidemic is going to clean itself up. It's out of control. There's an app called Bad Batch that was designed to warn junkies about where the fentanyl spiked batches are. And instead it became a treasure map for all the dirty little Charlies looking for Wonka's golden ticket. Step right up, try your luck. There are bonus drugs and we can find them. Got the app, it's a map. I'll give you a blowy for an Narcan. I did recently start taking fentanyl. Just a tiny bit. And I'm going to do a little more and a little more every day until I can start doing coke again. And I will leave you here. I decided I was going to start doing crystal meth to get rid of some dead weight. Now here I am, fatter than I've ever been. But they did take my kids away. Thanks.
Welcome Scarborough, everybody. All right, we're gonna keep this show going. Next comic, she is the very, very funny. Y'all get loud. This is Kate Grace.
I'm a therapist. That wasn't the joke. Anybody here go to therapy? A few, a little bit. All right. Other of us are just raw dogging life out here, just doing the best that we can. Well, if you didn't hear from your therapist this week, I would like to share with you that I'm proud of you. You are so great. You're doing great. Being a therapist is like being that friend that listens to your story over and over and over again. And it's the same single story every single time. Half the time, I'm not even listening because I'm thinking about, is it going to be Postmates or Uber Eats tonight? Once my clients are done with the trauma dump, just all over me and all over my office walls, the best that I can come up with is, wow, that's crazy. I've never heard that before. Just don't know what you should do about that one. I'm at a loss. No, but sometimes it's cool being a therapist because sometimes my clients are going through something that I'm also going through. And sometimes they're handling it a lot better than I'm handling it. So I'm sitting here and I'm taking notes on what they're doing. I'm like, this is some good shit. You should be a therapist. You know? And this is what I like to call, I pull out my Uno reverse therapy card basically in session. Now my client is becoming my therapist and they're gonna help me out because I still can't figure out why my boyfriend keeps leaving me to go back to his wife and his family. I'm like, am I the problem? I thought you cared about me. You promised this time you were gonna leave. I barely know what I'm doing. My worst days are when Gen Z comes into my office. Yeah, it's not a good day for me. They don't even know what's going on. They have no idea how to verbalize their issues. They've tried everything and nothing seems to work and help them out. And I'm just like, really, Roger? Have you tried jerking off? You know, maybe that will help your stress and your anxiety. Maybe if you stop puffing on that damn pen all day, you might not be so stressed out. I don't know. So I'm trying to talk to them. They're trying to talk back to me, but we are speaking different languages. So we are not going anywhere at all. So I just have to leave. I go to the back, and now I'm last resort. I need to scroll TikTok to find their answers. I'm scrolling TikTok. There's good stuff on there, right? Hashtag therapy talk, hashtag TikTok therapy, hashtag mental health awareness. I come back, you know, the best thing that I could provide for them are some Andrew Tate quotes, and I just send them on their way. I'm like, you got the secrets now. There's nothing else I could give you. Please get out of my office. It smells like strawberry, watermelon, marshmallows with your vape. Just get out. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I really feel like I'm gonna get fired soon. Like, it's coming. They're like, clients aren't coming back on your schedule. Like, people are calling and complaining. Apparently you're not listening to people. I don't know, man. Just don't know what anybody should do anymore. I'm all out of ideas because they've tried everything and nothing ever works. So I do what any normal adult does when they're stressed. I go out and get drunk with my girlfriends, and we're sitting there talking, and I'm just like, dude, my boyfriend and his dumbass wife, fucking TikTok, Joe Rogan, Andrew Tate quotes, like ice baths. I can't even get a grip on anything anymore. So we take a shot. She takes a look at me and she goes, wow, that's crazy. That's my time. Thank you, everybody.
fuck? Whoa, comedy. You guys having fun? All right, we're gonna keep this show going. Give it up for the very funny. This is Raymond Stallings.
Let's go!
Gotta give it up for your host as well, man. How we doing? Good. In 8th grade, my friend Joe, he told me a woman lactated in his mouth. But I'm proud of him. Because recently he just went to church to get baptized, and I just feel he had to get that off his chest. There's a lot of white people here tonight. The white people, they feel like I'm telling Black history to a Taylor Swift concert. And there's a couple people here I know as well, man. Familiar faces, friends, family. And it's hard. Oh, shit. Now, it's hard doing comedy. Because at times it's like I'll freeze up. But if Joe Biden can do public speaking, I think I'll be all right. I think I'll just be all right, man. Yeah, man. I used to be a whore. And something recently I've been doing, I'm done dating outside of the race. Not too long ago, I was chopping up with this white girl, and she was like, oh my God, I never been with a black guy. I said, oh my God, me neither. And the sex was consistent as well. Very. She used to call me the Black Mamba, man. I was like, I don't know if I can do this shit anymore. You know, you have the sex with somebody, you know, emotions come around, you know, pillow talking. And she was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. She called me all type of bitches, and long story short, she slipped up and showed her true colors and called me the N-word. She said, you fucking narcissist. Gotcha, didn't I? Nah, 2 months ago, now I attended my second wedding ever, y'all. And I was a bridesmaid. Trump won, so I don't know if this, them days, I don't know if the pronouns are a little different, but anyway, I was at a wedding with some lesbians. I was a bridesmaid. And it's a couple of things I observed. A lot, other than me being the only black person there, a lot of white people, y'all like to dance at weddings. Y'all like to stare and observe. And when it's time to dance, long story short, I had these kids run up to me. They said, oh my God, you teach me how to gritty? And low key, I felt accomplished. I felt like one of them NFL players. Nah, it was cool, man. It was one kid in particular, he ran up to his mom. He's like, Mom, I feel so fantastic. I'm gonna give him a hug. It was cool, man. But then I got to thinking, I don't think it's a good idea to be hugging little white kids. That P. Diddy shit, I was like, oh no. Yeah, I'm here to talk about it. $1,000 worth of baby oil? Listen, I grew up in the hood, and not one bottle has ever been empty. I think the 8 black people here can understand. And Diddy has so much oil, he has Saudi Arabia jealous. Yeah, that joke slipped my mind, man. Yeah, that shit's gross. Y'all have a good Halloween? Right there? That's good, man. Like growing up, you know, I didn't really have a Halloween. But the older I got, now it's my turn to trick or treat for the kids. But white parents, y'all have to be careful on how you dress your kids up in black neighborhoods. Long story short, I had these kids run up with the family. They had all ghost outfits. So I peeped, I was like, oh shit, that's not no goddamn Klan rally, is it? Anyway, I yelled out to him, I was like, y'all in the wrong hood. Yeah, let that sink in. Yeah, man, it's also been the past year for the whole Montgomery, Alabama situation. Remember that? The whole boat brawl, Yes, man. And my favorite thing that whole happened in that transaction was when that white woman got whacked on top of her head with that chair. I had a conversation with my white friends about it, and they told me it didn't sit well. Now, moving forward, I do think it's important every black comedian should be given a folding chair before each set. Just for safety. Hey, I'm Raymond Stallings. Y'all give it up for your host as well, man. I appreciate it.
Raymond Stallings, everybody. We're almost to the end. We're going to keep this show going. Your next comic coming to the stage. He is very funny. He was killing us in the green room. Y'all give a warm welcome. This is the brand new. This is Mark Miller.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with this Mark Miller shit. I told him Tom Cruise, Pete Mitchell, out. And it's fucked up. Specific. I'll talk to you later. No, you ever had a time in your life where you're like, I think I'm really cool, like I think I'm really smart, or really talented or something. And that was me, like, 'cause I like Top Gun, and someone told me I looked like Tom Cruise once. I was like, all right, I bet I can fly a jet. Like, I bet I can, right? I know it. And so I was like, all right, a friend of mine asked me, he's like, hey man, you want to fly to Sedona? I'll rent a plane and we'll fly up there. I'm like, yeah, that sounds cool. We fly up, we land, have a bite to eat, come back out, we're on the runway, and he's like, hey man, do you want to take off? And I'm like, fuck yeah, that's not Top Gun. So he lets me take off. And of course, I'm in a Cessna 80, not an F-14 Tomcat. So I start pulling back on the stick. And we start going up, but not for long. Not for long. We stall. We nose it down, crash back into the runway, landing gear comes up on the wheels. We almost catch on fire. And we crash the damn thing, right? Like the whole plane. And I'm like, fuck, maybe I can't fly a jet. It hurt. It hurt my soul. So like I get a ride home, no problem. I'm like, all right, well, whatever. Maybe I still can have a future. So I went online and I applied with Al Qaeda. And I was like, well, I crashed the fucking plane. I mean, they gotta take me. And I go and I fly and I talk to the guy and I said, he's like, yeah, we can't take you, man. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You can take me. I mean, look what I did. He's like, I said, here, you don't have to learn to land. Well, I landed pretty good. And I crashed pretty good. He's like, yeah, but you gotta learn to take off. And you sucked at that. So literally, in a matter of 2 weeks, I go from freaking, I'm Tom Cruise, and I feel like it, to Al Qaeda doesn't even want me. So, I do worship Tom Cruise. My brother right here, he's laughing at me right now, I'm sure. And I do, and he's like, I bet you blow Tom Cruise. And I'm like, dude, I'm not gay, I wouldn't blow Tom Cruise. And then I was like, maybe. I mean, perhaps. Don't fucking judge me, it's Tom Cruise. But no, we're big movie fans. Our whole family, we talk in movie lines, sound like idiots most of the time. The women we date or marry hate us for it. It's embarrassing, but one of my favorite things is like around the holidays is Rudolph. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, claymation. Who's seen that? That's awesome shit, right? And I don't know if it's like this wokeness that's gotten into me or whatever, but I was watching Rudolph the other day, and it's a scene when Rudolph is like, I'm going to the reindeer games, Dad. He goes, well, cover that fucking nose up. Because that's different. We don't want any difference, okay? So he's like, all right, covers it up, and then Rudolph goes out there, and they're like, all right, Rudolph, take off. And he jumps through the air and does really good, crash lands, and the dirt on his nose comes off. And everyone's like, look at him, he's different. Look at him, make fun of him. And the reindeer guy comes over and he goes, boys and girls, don't ever let Rudolph play in any reindeer games. He's different. Send him on a fucking island with all those fucked up toys. That's where he belongs. And that Herbie, that queer Dennis, send him there too. I'm like, that's a fucked up message to send kids. That's awful. The other one's, everyone, Wizard of Oz, around the holidays, right? Dorothy lands, she's walking around, bunch of creepy ass midgets singing songs,
And they're like, yeah, man, go to the Wonderful Wizard of Oz. That guy sounds legit, right? You follow this thing, you know, all the way around, all the way down, meet the wizard, and he's like, I am yours. He's scary as shit. And they're saying, oh, he's wonderful. He's a wonderful wizard. And they're like, yeah, why don't you, if you want me to help you get a heart and a mind and freaking some courage and get you home, Dorothy, you gotta go up into this fucking giant castle. Okay? There's a bunch of like Nazi SS guards and a bunch of fucking flying monkeys. But if you steal her broomstick and bring it back, I'll give you what you want. They go up and do it, you know? They go up, they come back, they're like, oh, okay, hey, cool. Here's the broomstick, set it down. And they're like, whatever. Pay no attention to the guy behind the curtain. Turns out to be just some asshole that just tries to like fuck with them. I was like, you almost got my friend the Scarecrow killed, and you're the wonderful wizard? And it's like, I'm like, what are we teaching our children? And then he's like, oh, well, then he tries to fly away, and all that shit goes on, and he fucks that up too. You know? And then Glenda shows up, and I got all kinds of words for Glenda. You know, Glenda is like, oh, you know, you've had the power to go home all along. Yeah, bitch, that would have been nice. I stole that, by the way. But my whole thing is, Glenda, I'm like, oh, so you sent me to Oz, bunch of fucking apple orchard throwing fucking apples at me, you know, a bunch of flying monkeys, and then he's trying to get me addicted to heroin and lay me down in this fucked up poppy field. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I could have gotten out of here a lot sooner. So I don't know. My whole like vision on these like shows that we all fell in love with, oh, it's so romantic and sweet, and these kids and whatnot. So needless to say, I'm a huge fan of movies. And like I said, my brother's in the front row here. And I don't know what it is about older brothers, at least for me, but I enjoy fucking with my older brother, like, all the time. Like, I love it. And sometimes it just works out really good for me. So one night, I'm out, and I just got a new car, and my friend and I are driving down on campus. We're from Columbus, Ohio. And we drive down there, and he eats a bunch of brownies. And I'm like, they're pot brownies, and this is pre-regulation. And I'm like, yo, bro, you don't have to take it easy on those pot brownies, man. And they get you fucked up. And the person that made them probably doesn't know shit about how to make them or the THC content. So he eats a bunch, and he's eating a bunch, and eating a bunch. I'm like, all right. He's like, let's get out of here. So we're driving home, and I'm like, he's like, I'm gonna get sick, So he rolls down the window and throws up all over the dash, the side door, out the window, and I'm like, it's okay, bro. It's all right. Don't worry. You're my boy, right? Friends can do anything to each other. So I'm like, all right, this is good, no problem. But I go, get your ass back in the car before we get arrested. I get him home, I go to the car wash, I clean it up. I go home that night, it's now 2 a.m. I go to bed, and I had forgotten that my brother and I are supposed to go skiing. So, about 7 in the morning, he wakes my ass up. And it's about 10 degrees in Columbus. And he's like, fucker, get out of bed. We're going skiing. And I'm like, fuck. He's like, no, we're going. So we go, we get tied up, and we like, you know, jump in the car, and we are in the car, and you know, you get your car going when it's really cold out because you don't want to freaking blow cold air on you. And he's like, fuck you, man, turn on the heat. And I'm like, all right. And I am like delirious, I'm still hungover, I've had about 4 hours sleep. He turns it on, and these fucking flakes come out of the fucking vent. And until this moment, I don't remember shit. I'm right here, and he's right here. And I start tripping. I'm like, oh, fuck. He's like, what the fuck is that? What is that? I go, man, I'm sorry, that's Sherman's puke. And he's like, that's fucking Sherman's puke in my mouth? What the fuck, man? And I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. He goes, oh, you're fucking sorry. I bet you are. And I'm laughing. I'm like, he's like, quit fucking laughing. So, thank you all.
Give it up for Mark Miller. Can I tell you, the entire night, he's been back there an hour and a half. He was wearing a white tee and jeans. And he, like, until he got on stage, I was like, oh, that's Maverick. Cool. You guys ready for more comedy? Alright, cool. Every New Faces show, there's one comic that obliges, but these are bringer shows. We like to have people come out from all over the valley to kind of spread the word about this showcase. And every time there is one comic who obliges and goes above and beyond, this individual, this comic, she has her workmates out here, her kids are here, her friends are here, her family is here. Y'all give it up for the very funny. This is Monica Brock.
I performed for, so I'm kind of a little nervous. But, so, I want to start off by saying that I started therapy, and one thing my therapist told me is one way to get over what's going on with me right now is to talk about it. So, y'all can hear about my problems. And I'm going through some shit. So, so I was with this man for, this is how this all started, right? I was with this man for 18 years. 18 years. That's what I said, my kids here. So, right? So, I let him do what he want to do. You know, he go see his little women. I'm like, all right, it's okay. He come home to mama. Whatever. It's cool. He always come home. Then, it was one bitch he got, right? He had her a little bit too long. So, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to say something this time. You know, say something. I'm like, all right. It's either gonna be me or her, right? You gonna have to pick one of us. You know what this man told me? She know about you. You gonna have to be okay with her. I'm like, well damn. Like, you know, what hurt my feelings, right? I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even think of nothing to say. He just shut me the fuck up. Like, you know, cause I was like, I know about her too. You just didn't know I knew about her. I just let you have her, but it's a little bit too long. Like, she might actually take your ass, you know. But, and then I'm like, okay. All right, you either gonna pick me or her right now, or you can pick up all your shit and you can go. You know what that man did? He packed up all his shit and he got the fuck on, right? And then after the man leave, I'm like, you know what? He gonna come home. He gonna come film me all these years. We got these kids together. He gonna come back, mom. He love me. He love his Monica, right? About a month go by, I'm like, you know, it's a little bit of time, you know. He need to taste something different. He probably tired of me, you know. He might want some ass and some titties, and I ain't got it, you know. He might be tired of me. He might want some weight. You know, he might want a girl that eat in front of him, you know, I don't know. But the thing is, I was like, okay. 2 months go by. I'm like, all right. Hey, I told my daughter, I said, call your dad and tell him you need something. Right? She said, Daddy, can you pick me up from school? Because she had ASU. Daddy, can you pick me up from school and take me home? Right? And then she gonna need a ride home because I know his ass ain't got no money for no Uber. So he gonna have to take her ass home too. I see him on a security camera come. I'm like, all right, cool. Now I'm come home or whatever, right? He in the shower. I get in the shower too. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna get my man back. Right? You know whatever, right? Man, I tried to be a little porn star for that man. I said, he ain't going back that one. He gonna see how good I am, right? Boy, I tell you, we got done fucking that man, put on his shoes and went back to that woman. Look, I'm still laying on the bed naked. This motherfucker putting on his shoes. I'm like, you not gonna spend the night? Like, you know? Right? So then I'm like, all right, cool. He gonna come back. He gonna come back. He can talk to me and everything while he fucking. He like this. He gonna come back. He told me this is pussy. He gonna come back. He gonna be right back. I told him that on my dick. He know it's him. You know, he gonna come back, right? Man, that man ain't coming back. He came back when that bitch got evicted and he didn't know where to live. Right? He come over. He like. I need somewhere to stay for a little bit. I'm like, I knew you was gonna come home. I knew you love me, right? Tell me why when this man saved up enough money for a security deposit, that motherfucker moved all the way to Mason. And then he don't even talk to me no more. He got to talk to me. He took kids, called me, like, ask your mama. And I be like, what did I do to you? Like, what did I do to make you, like, just do all this shit, right? He never told me, right? So I go ahead and get me a little therapist or whatever. So I'm trying to find out my problem. Like, what did I do wrong? This bitch trying to talk about my feelings. I said, no, I'm trying to find out what this man left me. I don't want to know about my feelings, right? Whatever, right? So after a couple of sessions or whatever, she was like, what's something that you want to do that you never did before when you was in a relationship? And I was like, damn, I always wanted to be a ratchet bitch. And I was with that man since high school. So I ain't never had my whole face. And she was like, you can do whatever you want to do. You grown. Your kids all grown, You don't need no babysitter. You can rip and run the streets if you want. I'm like, bitch, you a bad influence. Like, why you telling me to do this shit? Right? And then I'm like, I looked up, I said, okay, I can still get an abortion, so I'm gonna go rip and run the streets, right? But I don't know how to rip and run the streets because I've been with one man since 9th grade. So I get on little TikTok, Instagram, I type in like ratchet, thigh, see what's popular. Because I don't know. I see this bitch named Sexy Red. Or I tell you, I said, I think I'm Sexy Red. He didn't want me, but I bet somebody else don't want Sexy Red. Right? So I looked at her, I watched a couple of videos and stuff, see how she is, She got tattoos and shit. I'm like, damn, I can't do all that. And then I ain't got a lot of money, so I can't go get no tattoos. So I go to the Dollar Tree. I get me some temporary tattoos, right? I'm like, I'm gonna go all out. I go to Victoria's Secret, get me the thong, little big ass booty shorts and shit. I'm like, somebody can fuck me today. Right? And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck me a white man. So I said, a white man, I know they little fetish on black women, right? I'm finna get me one of them. I get my ass in the Uber. I take the Uber all the way to Scottsdale Fashion Store. Cause I Googled, I was like, demographics, and then I was like, income. Right? Cause I be working 60 hours a week. So, a bitch be tired. I don't be working 60 hours, my ass be calling out. Here, right? Right now. Right. So I told her, since you came to my show, I ain't gonna call out for the rest of the year. I might not call out for the rest of the year. But, so when I was gonna do my little Sexy Red thing, I had to do more than the tattoos and the thong and the booty shorts. Then that one, when I had the thong on my booty hole, oh my gosh. Let me tell you, I had to take it off. I put it on back. I'm on my way and I'm like, can we stop at Quick Trip? I took that shit off, I put it in my purse, right? But I had to finish my look, right? I hopped at the beauty supply, I said, you know what? I'm gonna be real ratchet, right? I'm in the back of the Uber. I was like, beauty supply right there. I need you to go to beauty supply. I can't be ratchet if I ain't got the help. A bitch is Sexy Red. Bow. And I be running there right in up there. I wouldn't have worked the next day this week because I ain't have enough time to go home and change. But that's my surprise. That was my time. I will see y'all. I have one thing.
There's a lot going on in here tonight. All right. Hands on your knees. New faces. You guys having fun? Me too. All right, we're going to keep this show going. Y'all give it up for the very funny. This is Adele Sager.
Definitely. How we doing? I don't know how to start shows. Y'all ever catch yourselves like doing some like questionably gay shit? Like on accident? Like let me tell you, I was at a red light the other day, and I'm pretty sure I'm in midlife crisis because I haven't cut my hair in a while. And I don't know, I just like zoned out in the song, and I caught myself like, I was like this, just like doing one of these, you know? And I just questioned myself like, aggressive. I was like, you're better than this, dude, just cut that shit out. So let's see, what about me? I'm 40, I'm divorced, I've got 2 successfully failed relationships after that as well. I've recently started talking to a therapist, right? Which seems to be kind of a theme of the evening. And the only reason I did it was because like a little bit started to think I might be the problem. Like they're all bitches, I hate them, but maybe it's just me. And you know, one of my buddies, he was like, hey, I know you're talking to the therapist about all this stuff. You know, they use mushrooms now, kind of like self-diagnosed. Trying to get weird. Yeah, let's get weird. We each ate 4 grams of mushrooms, which I don't know if you've done that, but it's, you went to the moon, you set up camp, you had lunch, you didn't come back for a while. And I found in this journey, right, that I found that I got really comfortable with the women after I maybe like earned my Red Wings with them. I don't know, right? Which, if you don't know, that's when you put your wiener into the period, which is gross to say. Right? Ooh, that didn't hit the way I thought it was. No, this is me. It's weird. Okay, anyway, so we did that, and the only reason I'm going to tell you this in the next part was because the prior thing I just said isn't weird enough. Is because these 3, I'm going to put this online, and I'm not going to say which one of these 3 it is, but one of them, I used to joke with my buddies, I called it the clitter pillar. No, the thing about it, this thing was aggressive. It had mass, dude. It looked like I had to dap this thing up before I went like kiss it. It was aggressive, it was weird. And it was always after this certain monthly thing. And I got to thinking, what has set this off? What has messed me up forever? And it turns out, in 8th grade, the coolest space that you could sit on the bus was the back of the bus. We had come a long way at this point. That's a clever joke. And there was a woman, I'm pretty sure she's a woman, who always, she sat on the very back seat of the bus. This person, she had heft. Mask. Her name was Kirby. We already did, so Kirby always sat in the back. I decided one day, I'm sitting up in the back of the bus. I beat her to the bus. I took her seat. She thundered her way on. She said, "Dale, get out of my seat." No, Kirby. Actually, something like, no, Kirby. Because I was a young man. I was 13. I was in 8th grade. I was like, I'm sitting here. And she goes, "You fucked up." Bus driver yells, "Sit down." She goes, whatever fat people like her saying. And the bus driver, they take off. The bus driver says, "Don't get up. Stop yelling." She's fuming or garbling, whatever she's doing. About 3 stops later, she said, "Adele, you fucked up." I said, "You already said that." She goes, "Yeah." She got up. I'm not making this up. This is a very real story. She lifted up her front butt, and she pulled off what I could only describe as like a little diaper filled with big ziti.
that shit right onto my forehead. No, dude, that was very real. It was like being in like the Normandy scene of Saving Private Ryan. Like, dude, time stopped, shit slowed down. I'm looking, I've got red dripping off my face. People are like, ah! This girl, biggest crush on this girl, and she goes, ah! I will never fuck you in your entire life. You don't know that yet. I never will. I didn't, like, what do you do in that moment? I didn't know what to do. I was 13. Everyone's laughing. My best friend sitting next to me didn't do fuck all. So I just peeled that shit off. And I put it in my front. I didn't know what to do. Here's why I understand, though, why, like, when people take psychedelics, that they will, they'll have to, like, a sober person, a guide, if you will, a shaman. Because they will prevent you from going onto Facebook at 3:44 in the morning and finding this person 22 years later just to remind them that they kind of low-key ruined your life, and you hope that her lesbian wife waterboards her with her period next time they make love. That's all I got, man. I feel so much better. Thanks for being a part of this. All right, now, thank you.
Just take care, everybody. All right, we're almost at the end of the show. We got 2 more comments. You guys still got energy? I say you guys still got energy. We got a great experience. Comic Debate coming to the stage is very funny, very, very funny. Give a warm welcome. This is Christian David.
All right, thank you. Thank you all for being here. For me specifically, I appreciate it. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, cool. Busy day for me. Spent about like 3 or 4 hours practicing vape tricks. It was good most of my day. It's one of my biggest hobbies, vaping. I love vaping. I was worried I was going to have to quit vaping for a while because they were saying if you vape too much, you could end up on a ventilator. It scared me. And then I saw what a ventilator was. It's like a giant vape, pretty much. If you vape enough and you see a ventilator, you're like, that's a sick mod. Hook my shit up to that. I try to take care of my health a little bit because I can't afford to see a doctor at this point in my life. I don't have health insurance. This is my current healthcare plan. Anytime anything goes wrong, whatever symptom I have, I just convince myself it's not serious enough to warrant medical attention. I say stuff to myself all the time, like I'm sure it's just stress. Causing all this blood in my urine. And then just hit my vape. It helps. I took that Johnson & Johnson vaccine, so I'm a little worried. We'll see what happens. And I realized now why it sucked. Johnson & Johnson was putting all of their money into producing baby oil for P. Diddy. That's where all the R&D was going. So I do try to avoid drugs, though. Thank you. Yeah, I try. I really. They're so sneaky. They show up in my life like every day. I'll do drugs like sometimes, if I go to a concert, I'll do some drugs. I'll give myself that, you know. It's usually the only way to enjoy EDM music. One time, my buddy called me up. He was like, "Let's go to this concert, man." I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I was vaping, you know. Fuck yeah. And then I took LSD because he didn't tell me it was his niece's piano recital that we were going to. You stick out like a sore thumb when you're the only one enjoying yourself at those things, you know? People were like, who's your kid? And I was like, I'm pretty sure we're all each other's in a way. When you pull out a lighter during chopsticks, you know? Some people do drugs every day, and they're like, I don't know if you've heard of microdosing. Yeah, it's like the new thing, and people who do it are very snooty about it. Like my friend was like, dude, I just started microdosing. It's what guys in Silicon Valley do to get like a creative edge in the workplace. And I was like, you manage a Circle K. I'm not sure what creative edge you need. I think you're just like doing drugs. Like, what do you microdose? How many? Like, he's like, I took like a little, a 1/4 gram capsules of mushrooms. I was like, how many? It's like 8. Wow, I'm surprised you're not at the top right now. With all that creative edge you're getting. Nah. I came all the way from Glendale to be here. Yes, Glendale, lovely Glendale. I love Glendale. There's so many stray cats in Glendale. Just overrun with stray cats. I'm not sure who's having more kids in Glendale, cats or Mexicans, but it's okay. I can say that. My girlfriend's Mexican, so. I don't actually know that, but I've seen her draw her eyebrows on, so I just assume. I love my girlfriend. I live with her. She orders a lot of clothing off of Shein. I don't know if you guys know what Shein is, but if you don't, it's a clothing manufacturer, and they make highly affordable clothing, which you can wear for up to 45 seconds before it disintegrates on your body. She orders so much clothes from Shein. And you have to, because you need like a new wardrobe every week. You know? She orders a lot of like camouflage from Shein. Very stylish camouflage it's in right now. It's like the green and the black and the tan kind of camouflage, like Vietnam camo. That's hot right now. And you can order it from Shein. And it's got to be a little bit weird for the actual Vietnamese people. Making all this Vietnam War camouflage and sending it to the United States. I'd be like, holy shit, this is what they were wearing last time they were here. Are they coming back? But then it's all like women's clothes, so you're like, why are they coming back in booty shorts this time? Yeah. I love you guys on this one. I was watching the movie The Titanic the other day. I don't know if you guys remember that movie. Yeah. It was the first time I ever watched it, so I knew the ending, but I wanted to see the middle. How it led up to it, yeah. So I was watching it, and there's this kind of cool scene at the end, like after the ship was going down, when they hit the iceberg, everyone's like running for their lives for the lifeboats, but like the entertainment, like the orchestra, they kept playing as the ship was going down. I don't know if you guys remember that. They kept like playing, and it's sort of like dignified, you know. People took their jobs very seriously back then. I think it'd be cool if people still took their jobs that seriously, you know? Like if you were on a Carnival cruise, already a tragedy, but God forbid it started going down and everyone's running for the lifeboats. But you look back and the DJ on the Lido deck is still just... We're finishing the electric slide, everybody. This is for you. All right, guys, thank you very much. Chris and David, everybody. Guys, we did it. We have one more card.
comic, your headliner. You ready for your headliner? If you like what you saw here tonight, if your loved one came up here and did their thing and you're jealous, you want to get your shot at your first time doing comedy, send an email to newfacesaz@gmail.com. N-E-W, faces, spelled as it sounds, F-A-C-E-S-A-Z@gmail.com. Hey, my man, I'm doing the announcement. That's Black Love. You can do what you want. Alright. Newfacesaz@gmail.com. You guys ready for your headliner? Alright, y'all give a warm welcome to the man who is going to close the show for you. This is the very funny. This is Bob Howard.
Hey, thanks for coming out tonight. We know you got a lot of places to spend your entertainment dollars, so this must have been the cheapest. Let's hear it for all the comics people. Big crowd tonight. This is a lot more people that showed up when I opened at the, what was it? Well, it was the Mexicans for Kerry Lake rally. Yeah, that's it. It wasn't a fancy place like this. They just set up some bleachers in a parking lot at Home Depot. I actually had one of the hottest performances of my life. I'm here to tell you, Kevlar does not breathe like cotton. Put a white guy on the stage at the barrio, it's like trying to land an American plane in Haiti. Everybody thinks it's drive-by target practice. Pretty sure I'm the second oldest guy on the bill tonight here. I won't be up here all that long. They usually put on a silver alert whenever I leave the home. That and at my age, I gotta pee every 10 minutes, so there's that. I'm part of the VRC demographic, people most likely to go on a Viking river cruise. Heck, 5 more years, I'll be old enough to run for president. What do you think, pretty snappy outfit? Part of the TJ Maxx Horny Grandpa collection. Tagline is Grandma will never know what hit her. I tried out for this show. They were going to have a theme called the Midlife Crisis Comedy Show, and they said, you're too old for Midlife Crisis. Oh, jeez. But they had an alternative, so next week I'll be on the One Foot in the Grave tour. Yeah, my segment is called Confessions of a Dangerous Prostate. So back in January, the Golden Globes gave out an award for Best Comedy Performance. Spoiler alert, nobody you saw tonight. I don't have a Golden Globe, but I am part of the Silver Sneakers program. Actually did pretty good in comedy contests a couple years ago. I came in second in the over age 60 contest at Cactus Jack's. Yeah. They tried to get the guy who came in first for tonight. He died. Fentanyl overdose. Apparently all those little blue pills look alike. He was a really stiff competitor. So the big difference between me and the other comics you've seen tonight is that I've had way more colonoscopies. Yeah, for those of you who have not yet been through this draining experience, the day of is not that bad. It's the night before when you have to drink the 20 gallons of sludge remover. Pretty sure I invented twerking. I was moving faster than that guy trying to sell his lifetime collection of P. Diddy CDs. Passed more gas than a punctured Chinese spy balloon, yeah. They call this stuff the prep, but nobody tells you what's going to happen when you take the prep. So if I had to describe it as somewhere between having a baby, passing a kidney stone, except quicker or more violent. Taking the prep is like Hurricane Milton. You know there's going to be a big evacuation and the possibility of flooding. They give you a prescription for this stuff. You go down to the pharmacy, they want an arm and a leg to pay for it. Turns out 2 chalupas, Taco Bell, pretty much the same effect. Yeah, I'm what you call a baby boomer survivor. Yeah, Crib had lead paint. They drove me around in cars without seatbelts. I had measles, mumps, and chickenpox. Flew on airplanes with secondhand smoke. Went to schools with asbestos in the ceiling. Lived in houses that didn't have smoke detectors. Went to the park all by myself. Never wore a bicycle helmet or sunblock. Played with lawn darts. Drank water out of the garden hose. Moved out of my parents' house before I was 18. And I never got a trophy for just participating. I'm not going to tell you I walked 20 miles through the snow to get to school, but I did wade across 8 feet of shag carpeting to change the channel. Tell you a few things about boomer comedians. We've got much higher credit scores. We don't have a lot of breakup stories because nobody leaves you when you're making money. Boomers have no idea where the cloud is, how to get there, or get stuff out. That's what 8-year-old grandchildren are for. If there's an event and I can't print out a hard copy ticket, I'm not going. You do the wallet. Yeah, next to all my crypto, right. Our parents had this philosophy of raising children called traumatize early, traumatize often. We're not easily triggered. There were 8 words we never heard on the 6 p.m. news. Be advised, the following video may be disturbing. Oh, please. We watched Ruby shoot Oswald on live television in '63. We've been disturbed ever since. I said that at last month's show, and a millennial comes up to me after the show and said, "Who the heck is Ruby Oswald?" I said, "Well, Ruby Oswald was the one that drove the white Bronco into the Twin Towers."